Good morning from General Santos in the Philippines. We are here after our 25-hour flight, layover, and additional flight. It's Sunday, August 2nd. We're a day ahead. We're about, I believe, 15 to 16 hours ahead of the West Coast time in the United States. We're ready to kick off a couple weeks here in the Philippines, but I wanted to start off in this video today is going to be about the earthquake that was hit in GRNSAN. Now, I've heard different numbers from 7.1, 7.3, 7.8. I'm going to say it was a big one. It was a big earthquake. I've been through the Northridge quake. I've been through plenty of quakes being from Southern California, but we're going to go show some of the damage and what happened out here and how they're trying to rebuild. Welcome to General Santos. Speaking of rebuilding, and like I was saying, today's a Sunday. These guys are hard at it, and I think OSHA might have something to say about that guy sitting on that rebar. These guys are really getting together. Out there in the distance, now, GRNSAN is known for being the tuna capital, and out there is where they bring all the tuna in. I've been there before. Maybe we'll do a video on that while we're here. Looks like there's an oil rig out there. And we're gonna walk across, because if you've seen any news or saw any of the clips, you most likely saw the mall. And I'll show you over here. Here is the mall's parking garage. And we're gonna go over to the mall. That is the SM Mall in GRNSAN. One of my favorite places. It was great, it was cool. Only the bottom floor is open now. You can see all the rubbish on the side from where they had to kind of gut it out and rebuild it up. And if anything happens here, an earthquake, and we need to jump, well, Ray will go first to make sure it's deep enough, and then I will follow. We're not in Kansas anymore, or Southern California. They got the little trikes going by, and I haven't done a video on those, and I am gonna climb in one of those with some friends out here, and we're gonna go for a ride, but we're gonna wait till nighttime, because nighttime's when they get all lit up, and they kind of look kind of cool and fun then. But with that being said, let's go look at some of the damage from the earthquake here in General Santos. I thought it was gonna be hotter today. It's humid, just not that hot. It's only about 70 or 80 right now. But the sun, we're right there by the equator. It's permeating. I'm trying to figure out what the heck this thing is. What is going on in that? And that looks like it was gonna be like a rooftop bar, or who knows. So we've made our way over to downtown GRNSAN, and this place was known as the Chicken House. And I think the Jollibee, what Edward was just telling me, is that that has already been cleared out. But wait till you see this. This is from the earthquake. Here is the damage. As you can see, it's sunken in, and it has even the support beams, and we'll walk around to the front too. But yeah, it's not supposed to be this way. We'll walk around to the front on this street as well. We are on Rojas and JP Laurel Ave. And I'll step across to, I don't think I can get a real good view on this side, but we'll step across so you can see the juxtaposition of just how hard this place was hit on this corner. So when this earthquake hit, it was about 7:30 in the morning. Roughly. You can see all the breaks in here, and I gotta figure they don't want you on this side, but the Assembly of God is still standing, so hey, that's got to say something. So I'm gonna cross the street real quick, and as you can see from here, the Assembly of God is just fine. And let me flip this around from the other side of the street. Everything else on this street looks like it pretty much withstood it. Oh yeah, I got Clark with me, my bodyguard. Have you eaten here before? No, you never eaten here? So this is the first. We're gonna go by the mall, we're gonna do SM, we're gonna do Jollibee. It looks like they're kind of cleaning something up over there. Not sure, but that is, I'm gonna have to say this has to come down. So no more Chicken House. Maybe it'll be redone in the future. That is a powerful earthquake. And I'm surprised because Usually it'll wipe out altogether, like with the Northridge earthquake, like it leveled them all, but all right. Farewell for now, chicken house.
Just dropped by here.
Did he?
Yeah, and asking who are we?
Oh, okay. That's funny. So Ronald was just telling me that the owner just drove by and was asking who we are and what we're doing out here. And did you let him know we're just...
Yeah, we are just taking...
documenting for posterity the damage.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're working on it right now, kind of inside. This thing's gonna have to come down for sure. I don't think this thing is salvageable whatsoever.
They have to
demolish, right?
demolish everything.
Here you can see, oh my gosh, look at the wires on the rebar in there. You see, look how bent they are, Ronald. Right here, look at this.
Yeah.
That wire's just mangled.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then you can see on that support beam too, right over here. Wow. Here we go, we can peek in here. We can see the damage on it. There's somebody rocking over there, but just the power of that. Bent wires on that. Take a look at the wiring job. How would you know where anything goes up here? And this one is actually somewhat contained. We'll walk down to the transformer real quick and show over there. Here's some little guys. Hello. I'm not sure what he was saying, but we'll walk down here and I'll show that part. We're gonna go over to the Jollibee, and there was a couple other places that we were just coming to town. We're grabbing a bite to eat to drop some food off, but the damage on those, besides one being collapsed and then the other one's just, the structural damage is massive cracks through these places. It's really crazy. Got some little snacks there. A few of these places are open. It is Sunday at the current time of filming, so that's why it's kind of calm here. But if this was a regular weekday, this place would be bustling. That's what I wanted to show here. Even down to the billboards. Look at all that. That is a lot of work put in there. This place looks like it's actually closed. Cronagia Foundation College. All the windows open. It must be haunted. Down the street.
It's an old building.
This is just something, it looks like some sort of restaurant because they have the seats out front. But this one, you could tell it was already in some poor shape already. But this one really had no chance. You can see everything came down inside. Oh my gosh, that cement just collapsed in. So this probably should have some warning tape around. Walk around here. Edward's explaining to this guy that I'm a vlogger. Everybody's big on the vlogging. People, when they go by, they're actually really cool and they want to know like my channel. And I do have some stickers on me. So I will be, oh, that guy was honking at that guy. I thought he was saying hello to me. So I do hand those out. Why not? Get some international subscribers. Wow. How scary. Hey! Hey! The tree withstood. That is a lot of cement. That must have been terrifying if you're inside. And you can see once again, the metal bars just ripped apart and just bent. The sheer force. All right, on to our next spot. So we made our way down the street. Edward's informing me this is the MGM mall. This is the newest mall out here, and it is already closed due to the damage, the structural damage of this. So these investors must be sick by this. You can see they're trying to get it up and running, but they really had to take it down to the bones again, and you'll see when we go to SM2, the parking garage. I'll take a peek in here. There's a guy in a hammock. But you can see the damage on the pillars, and it doesn't look like anything's really twisted here. So bad. They got some fresh concrete going in there. Taking out, trying to make it structurally sound. Spolo Elvis Presley. Presley spelled P-E-R-E-Z-L-E-E. Well, you get an E for effort and a T for nice try. That is too funny, especially even the Elvis with the Z. It's right in front of Silver Finance Co. Elvis has been here. So this is almost the epicenter of the city, and I'm gonna include the video of this coming down, but all the colleges are down here, all the nursing schools. This is the Jollibee right here that is in this clip that I'm about to show, where the employees were running out into the street and they would have ran directly across over here, and you can see how it collapsed. They're already starting to clear it out, but this place got hit really hard. And this was, like I was saying, early in the morning on a weekday. How scary. And I don't think anyone perished in here, thankfully. And look at this. And look at this once again. The church next door, doing good, but we're gonna go down around because, like I was saying, this epicenter, all around the park and the government buildings here, you'll see, it seems like it was almost centered, and we're not even a mile away from the beach. So, I mean, tsunamis would have been another threat as well coming in, but yeah, this is something to see firsthand. It didn't get as much coverage as, you know, I think it was El Salvador and stuff, but the people here definitely need help, that is for sure. But they're pretty resilient. Jollibee will be back. That guy's bike is loud. And until the next time, Jollibee. So this is not damage to the church. They were working on this prior, I just got informed. Over here now though, this hotel just got a full facelift and it was getting redone. And we're gonna walk over, you can see where the crack is in that. And another chicken joint over there called Why? Why? Must try chicken. So you can see from the front where the elevator shaft is, there's a little bit of breakage there. And then this beam off to the left is where the heavy structural damage is. And this place, like I was saying, was open obviously a year ago, but it was open and it was just redone. It was actually pretty nice, the Sydney, and closed once more until they can get this thing up to code. You can feel a storm coming, a storm's a brewing. And here's from the other side as we walk around, and right next to it is the college, and you can see the damage there quite a bit more. You can see the building next to it. I'm not sure if that was part of it or a structure just below or above all the power lines. Edward, what was this building?
College.
Yeah, that's a nursing college, or you can see all the cracks throughout this, and we'll see that too when we go over to SM, the mall, just how that is. But you can see how it shook and how it twisted. That a lot of the drywall and the cement from the front facades kind of just crumbled off, and I'll show that in some videos. And this is directly across Plaza General St. Park. And there he is. I guess we're gonna cut through because our ride's on the other side, so that makes sense. You can see underneath, I wanted to show the left-hand side on the street, and you can just see the base of it, and they have the sign that it's currently closed, and they're doing a lot of online classes. So these people are still going to school. They're just not going in these unsafe buildings for the time being. And we are in GRNSAN, as you can see from the sign. So this one is doing good. This one, not so much. And this one we can actually walk up into. I'm sure it's been gone over multiple times by now for any looting or things like that. But I was just told that this car was parked here when the earthquake happened, and part of the building collapsed on it. So if your license plate's MFA232, got some bad news about your car. Besides, it's sitting on a couple flats. It looks like a Nissan Sentra style, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. There was another one I saw, and we went to go check it out. That's no longer there, but that one, the building completely collapsed on it, and that one's pretty crazy. But just to show the damage, we're gonna go to a couple other malls, and then we're gonna wrap this video up, and that's gonna be it for the GRNSAN earthquake. But we've got a few more spots to hit that I want to show. Sorry, I threw this guy's car. What's going on? But all right, we're gonna hop in. It's getting warm, and there's people. The locals are getting wild. There was a grocery store that had no shot. I'm gonna show you. Cut over here. Jaywalking is encouraged here. I can't really see on the fence. Maybe on this side I can, but take a peek. They are not letting grass grow under their feet here. That is for sure. And I think I have a picture of this place that I'll just insert and show what it looked like with the damage that was here. But you can tell by the wall, the cinder block wall, and the Chowking. Most of the places I'm starting to recognize are on, that really went down, are all on corners, you know? So, watching the traffic, look at this. Traffic coming through. Just a lazy Sunday in General Santos. So Edward was just filling me in that when this collapsed, that like about 10 people perished in here, which is completely tragic because a lot of the places that we were at, a lot of the people were able to get out, but this one actually claimed quite a few lives. Terrible. Rest in peace. You can get yourself a Whopper for about $1.50 here still, and the Chicken McDo, but this is not a food vlog. This is in fact an earthquake vlog. This is part of St. Elizabeth's Hospital, and you can see people were in this tower, and you can see where the glass is broken. I'll walk over to this side. Just the structure, the whole building is leaning to the right, you can see, and just the side wall again that just kind of cracked through the different layers. That was what, about 7 stories tall. How scary. You're already in there for God knows what reason, and this earthquake comes along and shakes you everywhere. Starting to heat up now, and traffic's going on Sunday. Everybody's getting out of church. Walk around. I want to try to see if I can show just how tilted this building is. This is a good view of just looking at it dead on. It's tilted obviously to the right. But the other building's fine. They're still working. Business as usual. The Metro Hotel, that one's closed down as well. And then right around the corner is the mall, and that's where we're gonna wrap up our video at. All right, we're right down from the hospital right now. This is Hotel Filipino. And you can see the damage to the front. And they've actually pulled some stuff out. I'm gonna try to center this. This one actually, the structure, you can see the cracks through it. I can't tell if the cracks were there before or not, but one more hotel that probably needs to come down, I would think.
What the fuck? What the?
Current time, we're about 6:30 in the morning, and here is the mall from the video. The bikes are out for anybody that needs to go to work. This is the part that I really wanted to show, and I was gonna do this video last night, but it just got too dark, and I really want to show from the video I just showed of the damage that was done, and we're gonna walk over there right now. It's kind of cool that you can be out here like anywhere else. You wake up early enough, you got the place to yourself. And I'm an early bird, so I like that. Let's go over there. It's bring your cat to work day. As you can see, there's a little guy, right? Lots of stray dogs and cats running around the cities. But this one has a collar, so maybe it belongs to someone. All right, so the first floor of the mall is supposedly open. As you can see, this is where part of it broke out, and this whole main side of the building really sustained a mass amount of damage. And we'll walk over to this and get a better view. I have shown this before, and I did a video here years ago. This is Manny Pacquiao's gym. Now, I don't know if this sustained any damage. It's on the top floor. Usually they'll have something outside. I'll go by and check that out while I'm visiting in General Santos, but yeah, Manny Pacquiao, the Pac-Man right there. Wild Card Gym. This really wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme of things. I mean, they are doing great job. I was gonna say great jobs. They're doing a great job. Let me reiterate that on fixing this. And a lot of the stuff that has fallen apart is because I would figure, I don't know. Actually, I don't know, but they use cinder blocks here. So if you know cinder blocks, those things come down pretty quick. We had a cinder block wall during the Northridge earthquake in our backyard, and that toppled over. Because I guess if you don't have enough concrete or just reinforcement to it, it just hits like a wave and it cracks out. And then you have the plaster on the outside that you could see was the first. And right there you can see just completely busted out on that cinder block wall. I got a pawn shop across the store. I need to go in there while I'm visiting. Love to know what they got inside the old pawn shop. Feel British insurance? No, I do not. I guess I'm good. You can see this is the middle part of the mall, and another entryway. Over on the other side that we're gonna go around is where like the supermarket part would be. Downstairs, this was a KFC. It's currently closed. And then there's some of the debris that they have been closing out or pulling out of the building. We're refreshing the space to give you a better malling experience. All right. Kenny Rogers Roasters currently closed, as Kramer would say. Kenny! No, Kenny. And just the paneling that probably wasn't even on there because you really don't need that. You can see that it's just attached. It's more of a facade. And this is the end of it. We'll walk down and go around the corner here too. I gotta find a place to get a coffee. I gotta say the food out here is so much different. I mean, somebody wrote me a message that said Jollibee owns Burger King out here. I mean, I could believe it. I mean, Jollibee's huge, but if that's the case, that's pretty wild. And then Shakey's. Chances are I wouldn't go to a Shakey's in the US. And there's a reason why I'm telling you that, but I would go to a Shakey's out here. They're absolutely delicious. I don't know what it is, but they have a makeshift area over here, and it looks like they're cooking pizza up on a bus. Now, out of the 3 malls in the General Santos area, this was my favorite mall. I love this mall. Every time I'd come here, Ray and I would spend so much time. So many cool stores, very nicely done. Really, really an awesome spot. So I hope they get up and running in the near future. Remember I was talking about Shakey's? Well, here they are, Shakey's on wheels. This gives me COVID vibes of back in the day. And most likely they got somebody maybe sleeping in the back to watch the place. They got security guards everywhere around here. So they do have a bunch of lunch special. The close sign is on the bus as we speak. Oh no, these are delivery drivers. 250 peso on a thin crust, that would be about $5. But with that being said, this is the front. Uniqlo Field, you know, Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. That's just crazy, man. The strength of this earthquake, but I mean, it was a 7.8, so you can imagine that in the United States. That's just crazy here. As I'm filming this, security guard's coming over, so I'm gonna see what he has to say. I think it's all right that I'm here to film, but hi, good morning, morning. How are you? Oh, so the guy was super cool. It's private property. They don't want me shooting on the, well, the parking lot or the property itself. But I said, is it cool if I go on the sidewalk to like right outside? He's like, yeah, go for it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Starbucks opens in about 10 minutes. As our friend Adam would say, I will be getting a piping hot caffeinated beverage right here from General Santos on Santiago Boulevard. But I'll show you what they didn't want to show me. And it's crazy, but it's fine. I get it. It's their rules. This is where we were, Uniqlo Field, with the cat having water dumped on his head. Good eyesight makes perfect moments. Well, I think that's going to do it for this morning in this video. Wrap this up. I still got quite a few weeks out here. I'm going to be doing a few more videos. Lots of exhaust, as Adam's dad would say. Someone needs to be noticed, but thanks for going around General Santos with me. As some people have talked to me when I was filming, and they would say, they didn't want to be on camera, but they'd say, the media shows the worst, is what they say. They're like, you know, there's a lot of places that are still up and running, but they'll show you always the worst. And I mean, it's true in the States too. I mean, have you ever seen the video of, actually, I'll end it with that, where the newscaster's doing the newscast and there's flood waters and then somebody just walks by in the back. So I always think that's funny. Gotta keep them scared. I wish they would deliver news more honestly. But with that being said, from General Santos, my day 2. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
But first, the severe flooding here in the Northeast as more rain continues to fall today. NBC's Michelle Kaczynski, I guess she's in the canoe, is in Wayne, New Jersey this morning.
Hey,
Michelle, good morning to you.
Good morning. Well, obviously we're getting a nice break from the rain, but not the flooding. This is essentially now a part of the Passaic River in this neighborhood. It rushed in yesterday through the streets, and it's really tough to control a canoe or a boat when you're out in it.
I know Tim Tracker and Adam the Woo would love this, and I think if it is up and running when we return later, it's a 3-row and it rocks back. I gotta check it out first after going down the tilt-a-whirl inside Ocean View, Oregon. This thing looks awesome. A racing car. Dang, that looks fun. Height restriction. Okay, I think I'll be all right on that. What? At least I gotta film it. And they got a Viking ship over here too. That looks fun. If that's open, I would do that. Oh, look at this. The jumping frog.